What is up, guys? John the RetroBro back again with another video, and PlayStation continues to be in the news, whether it's the failure of Concord, whether it's the remaster of Horizon Zero Dawn, which might be a different video, I don't know, whether it's the PS5 Pro and all the news, and PlayStation just continually making new stuff, new games, kinda, right? I mean, but today they announced the PlayStation Anniversary Collection, and I am a huge OG PlayStation fan, and there's something about this original logo and the original color, and this PlayStation Collection is kind of cool, but does it make sense? Let's talk about it. All right, guys, so today PlayStation announced the 30th anniversary collection, and if you haven't watched the video, I'll let it play in the background and I'll go ahead and just go over the website. But essentially what PlayStation is doing is creating a PS Digital Slim and PS5 Pro version of a OG PS1 gray color. It looks really cool. Like I said, I am a huge fan of the original PlayStation. I would rank it probably, it might be my favorite console of all time. I go between that and Sega Genesis. It's up there. I mean, it's one of those, if you were on an island, it would be hard to not pick the PlayStation 1 with its classic titles and just what it meant to us as kids in the 90s and getting that first PlayStation console. So this is really cool. Now, they're only making so many of the PS5 Pro versions of this. It's going to have that classic gray color. It's going to have some DualShock style controllers, some old school looking wireless chargers and wired chargers to kind of resemble the old school controllers. And it just looks really cool. Now, I was hoping that there was going to be some games announced with this, maybe like a collection. We didn't get that. This is just hardware. Now, the PS5 Pro is interesting. The PS5 Pro version is interesting because they just announced the PS5 Pro, and everyone's saying, who's going to buy this? You know, I don't know who's spending $700. And then today the PS5 Pro anniversary collection comes out, and everyone suddenly wants a Pro. It's like, okay, I'm in, Sony, take my money. And that was my initial thoughts. I was like, okay, now for those that don't know, I am a PC gamer this gen. I don't have a current gen console. All of my stuff is on PC. So I generally sometimes look for reasons to get a new console, you know, and this one almost had me. They almost got me, but then I started to think, all right, bro tried to, I had to dial it back and calm the nostalgia for a minute and think, okay, let's think about this hypothetically, because they didn't announce a price. And we know the PS5 Pro doesn't include a case. I'm sorry, a stand. This includes a stand, a poster, a few other things. It's not going to be $700, guys. This is probably going to be closer to $800. So I just thought that was funny and ironic that this suddenly has a stand, but the PS5 Pro doesn't have a stand. And based on Sony's recent track history, this thing's not going to be $700. Now, along with the PS5 Pro collection, a 30th anniversary collection, they're making the digital version as well. So for those that don't know, there's a PS5 Slim. It's digital, all digital. It's a little bit smaller than the original PS5, but it's all digital. And the collection is going to be the PS5 Pro and the Slim version. So the Slim version is cool. You don't get that bigger hard drive. But another interesting caveat that I'm curious about, and I'll be generally curious to see what other people think of this, is I'm curious how many they're going to make for the PS5 Slim Collection Edition, because the PS5 Pro is limited to 12,300 units. I can't remember why they came up with that unit. I think it was the release date. If I remember right, it was 12/30. So I think that's the number, 12,000. So people are going to buy these just as collector items. So, but I'm curious to see how many of these Slim versions they're getting. Like I said, guys, initially I was crazy interested. I'm a huge fan of the PS5 Oh, I'm sorry, the PS1, that color is just so sleek. This thing's not even hooked up. I just emulate. Guys, do you even emulate PS1 games, bro? But I love it. I still have it. Like I said, initially I was Sony taking my money and just had to think about it. I'm like, this isn't a reason for me yet to buy a PS5. Maybe when they come down in price and have the same cool colors. I don't know, guys. I'm curious your opinions. Is this something you're going to get? Is this the total nostalgia trap for us late 30, early 40-year-old gamers, guys? Bro, do you even nostalgia trap Sony? Sony's just doing a lot of weird stuff lately. The remake of Horizon Zero Dawn, which is completely unnecessary. The game's already on PC. I don't see the purpose of it. But let me know in the comments section below, guys. Are you interested in the PS5 Pro Slim 30th Anniversary Collection? It's cool. Not for me. Let me get your opinions in the comment section below, guys. All right, until next time, Sony, do you even PS1? See you guys on the next video.